Hold on. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Jasmine, and if you are new, welcome. Thanks for stopping in today. Honestly, this is a vibes video. I know that my series is called Car Vibes, and I'm obviously not in my car, but I'm getting ready to do a photo shoot with Ayana, and so I was like, oh, why don't I just talk about, do a vibes video and hop on while I get ready. First of all, let me give a disclaimer. I am not a beauty guru. I'm not a hair fanatic, any of that stuff. So I'm not going to be getting too much into what I'm using or anything like that, because again, it's not really my strong suit. If you want to know, just let me know. But for the most part, I'm just talking. Oddly enough, actually, I wanted to get on here because lately I wanted to talk about self-love. So I have struggled with how I view myself and what I feel like I need to look like for years. Honestly, even the fact that I'm on here with my hair not done is a huge step for me, because it's just like, are you serious? Even though I love taking pictures and stuff and doing YouTube and stuff like that, I still, find myself to be really, really have found myself to be really, really insecure. And honestly, one of the biggest things was my skin tone, my eyebrows, what my makeup looked like, what my hair looked like. And for years, it wasn't until recently that I've truly started to appreciate, and I feel like God is showing me and helping me to really appreciate, look at this. To appreciate who He has created me to be versus me trying to be someone else. And a large part of that has come from just learning and growing in Him, even though I'm not anywhere near where I would like it to be, which is fine because God's timing is perfect as far as my development goes. But it's so inspiring just to see other people that are like me, that are regular and normal, just show themselves to be, just normal, regular people, which I think is awesome. So one of the first things was my dark skin. So even from when I was a child, I always struggled with my skin color. I never directly experienced, at least that I acknowledged or, viewed any type of racial tension or anything. Now, that's not to say that I haven't experienced racism and stuff, because I would be stupid to say that it's not real, because it is very much real. But I think as far as I'm concerned, it was more so me being compared to my Black counterparts, and that was more so harder than me. So growing up, I had friends from all different backgrounds and ethnicities and stuff, and honestly, I compared myself to a lot of people, a lot of my friends, of oh man, I really wish I could be her, I really wish I could look like her, or whatever, when it came to whether my skin was too dark. So when I was in high school, I had guys come to me and say, so I would often be compared to my cousin, who is lighter skinned, because she's biracial. And so because she was lighter skinned, I would have guys literally say oh, what did he say? You're cute for a dark skinned girl. Or they would say, if you were light skinned, I would date you if you were light skinned. I kid you not. And that was what I experienced all the time. So that was where I struggled with regards to my skin color. I even remember, and I talked about this on my Instagram. There was a time when I was in class, I was in 8th grade, I'll never forget it. And I was sitting in class and I had just picked a scab on my face, and I was really struggling with my self-image and stuff. And I took out a permanent marker, a black Sharpie, and proceeded to put this black Sharpie on my face, because I was convinced that it didn't look any different. That's how, I thought my skin was that dark and that ugly, that you wouldn't be able to tell a difference based on what with my skin color. And it wasn't until a student was like, are you about to put that Sharpie in your face? And I played it off and reached for my makeup no, I'm about to do something else. But I truly was not at peace with myself and at peace with who God had created me to be. So that took years to undo. So that was the first thing. The second thing is as far as makeup and stuff goes, I have learned and come a long way in my makeup routine, if you will, praise God, which I'm thankful for. But I struggled with self-image as far as if I wasn't wearing makeup on a certain day or something, I would never be caught without my like doing filling in my eyebrows because I was like, well, no, like, and that was kind of a thing. And that I've always seen of like, oh girl, get your eyebrows together, where are your eyebrows at, girl, what is going on, and filling them in and stuff, as doing your eyebrows became, at least from my experience, kind of a bigger deal. So I struggle with that. And I remember even having one of my really good friends saying like, girl, what, because she would hear me make comments like, you would never catch me without my eyebrows on. You would never catch me without doing my eyebrows. If I'm trapped on an island, I'm taking my eyebrow pencil with me for whatever reason. And, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to do that. That's what you want to do. But there was a deeper insecurity behind that caused me to that caused an awareness in her to be able to recognize that I needed to deal with that, if that makes sense. And fortunately, God has placed people in my life that have loved me through and, been there to support me as I have dealt with issues and how I look or how I feel about myself or my weight or how I do my makeup and just how I am seen, it from the outside world or whatever. And so that was really, really interesting. Another instance of self-image is, so I sing on the worship team at my church, and I would not do my makeup maybe all week. Again, I would probably fill my eyebrows, but that would be it. I would not do my makeup at all. But you would not catch me. There's no way that I would sing on a Sunday without makeup on my face. There's no way. You would never, just because, for me, it was like, well, they're taking pictures and I have to look a certain way, and even just experiencing with different hairstyles. So I have worn my hair in crochet braids for the past, 3 years, something like that, which was kind of a godsend because it has financially supported me, and God has presented that as an opportunity for me to be able to do crochet braids for other women, but also I think just as a protective hairstyle for myself as well, because of the job that I was in at the time. It was really, really helpful and beneficial. Well, as the time went on with that, I didn't like to not have my hair be a certain way, but again, not to say that, it's fair to want your hair a certain way. Duh, we all want our hair a certain way. But if there's a reason why it's such a big deal, there's an insecurity, that's where the true problem comes into play. And that was the case for me. And so, oddly enough, actually, I had an aunt come to me randomly and say, you're too beautiful to feel like you have to have all that makeup on your face all the time. And it wasn't, she was referencing a Sunday because our services are streamed online and stuff. So you see, you can watch it back and stuff like that. And she would say, like, why do you feel like you have to constantly have all that makeup on your face? And I said, well, I don't know. I just like it. But then during the week, I wouldn't care. But, if there was an instance where I didn't have the makeup I needed or something, I would be super self-conscious, almost as if to discount my beauty without it, if that makes sense. And so she challenged me in that space. And so I really went to God and I was like, okay, God, that's a good point. And it really opened up my eyes to truly dig deeper into why it's like that, or why I thought like that with regards to my beauty and makeup and stuff like that. And honestly, this whole journey has been so freeing. Even now as I do my hair, so this is my own little form of a wash and go. I have never wanted to wear my real hair out unless it was twisted out, which is fine, or if I had a wig on, or if I had having wigs and different things like that, where there's nothing wrong with it. But if you cannot be found without a wig, or without your eyebrows filled in, or without lashes, or without any other type of enhancement, and it causes you to feel less beautiful, then that's an issue. And that is where I found myself with as I've gone through this, as I'm working through this journey. So even now, again, a wash and go, I always felt like, oh, my hair needs to be, I wish my curl pattern was looser. I really wish if my curl pattern was a little bit looser, I would be happier. I would be more at peace, because if my hair pattern looked like hers, we'd be good. If my hair pattern was like this, we'd be good. And God had to show me, like, no, I made your curl pattern like this because it's beautiful like that. It just is. He had to show me that. I had to learn, like, no, Jazz, your hair curl pattern is beautiful the way that it is. And that's fine. I'm thankful, again, to have people that challenge me in the space of, like, no, you're fine, or you're beautiful, or you don't need to do that. Now, I don't care to post a photo on Instagram without makeup on, because I still feel like I'm beautiful regardless, right? And I know you might be watching this and going, well, yeah, duh. I never thought about it for myself. I never realized and recognized with it for myself. And that was a big thing I had to overcome. Even on Sundays, when I sing, or when I'm in front of people or whatever, it's, it's so important that I make sure that I don't get lost in what I feel like my makeup should look like. Now, again, I should say, no one has ever challenged me in the space of, oh, you need to have your makeup done or whatever, ever. And it's always just been something that I've, in a sense, put on myself. I really need to park this and stop being lazy. I really do. I might just do it anyways. We'll see. So that has been something I've had to work through. I, fortunately, again, have grown in a space of, like, having my glasses on. I know for a long time I didn't want to wear my glasses. Now, I don't need my glasses to see, per se. I just need them. Sometimes my eyes get tired. Sometimes when I'm reading or looking at computers, it just kind of helps, because my eyes will get very, very, very tired. And I'm farsighted. One of the two. I should know better, but I don't. And so sometimes I'll wear them because my eyes are tired that day or whatever. But I would treat it as like, oh, I look raggedy today, or oh, I look like crap today, or oh, I look like a bum today. And it's like, I mean, first of all, not for real, because I, always, to me, a bum is when you just really, truly just don't care, stuff doesn't match, and it's just like, oh, sis, what's going on, buddy? But I think for me, it's like, I've never truly functioned like one, and if you do, girl, be great, but has been just a journey, and I think it's so important that we are able to see ourselves in the space of, hey, I don't have a wig on today, but I'm so beautiful. Hey, I don't have a full face of makeup on, but I'm so beautiful. Hey, I just didn't have the energy to do this with people today, but I'm so beautiful. And that is what is so super important, because God created us the way that we are on purpose. God created us to look the way that we look on purpose. That's not to say, I know that there are like certain birth defects and different things like that people have been able to correct, and I think that's awesome. But when it comes to just how you view yourself, that's what's most important. And that doesn't come from anything but God and how He molds your heart to view yourself the way that He views you. So it's just super duper 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 important that we see and love ourselves and ask God to show us and give us the eyes to see us the way that He does. Wow, I officially got all of this all over my pants. And that's the major getcha gotcha. So now I've gotten to a place where I'm like, I like my hair like this. I kind of like my little puff balls. Yeah, I'm an adult with pigtails. I don't care. And hey, I'm wearing my glasses today, and I'll still take a picture. And hey, just the self-love that I didn't give myself before, that now I truly am starting to appreciate. And I'm thankful that God has brought me to this point and continues to help me to grow more and more in love with who He created me to be and the woman He created me to be. So I just challenge you to, if you want to wear your hair a certain way, or don't let anybody make you feel like you look ugly just because you don't have, I don't even know the curl pattern, a certain curl pattern that you like. girl, if you want to wear your hair like that, wear your hair like that. You know, if you want to wear pigtails, wear pigtails. If you want to not have your eyebrows on, then don't do your eyebrows. Like, just be comfortable in the skin that you're in, and that's the biggest thing. So, I love you guys. I'm going to hop off here. I was going to do my makeup, but considering that this video is already as long as it is, I think we're good. So, I'm going to hop off of here, finish getting dressed, go meet Ayana to do this shoot. But I hope you have a great day. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm done. First of all, side note, the wash and go is amazing. It really is. It truly is. But y'all have a great day. Love you. Be great. Shine bright. Shine far. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.